In this video, let's talk about one of the properties of a box model or box, that is width and height of a box. So the width and height properties are used to set the size of a box. The width property defines the horizontal size of the box. The horizontal size of the box, that is from left to right. While the height property defines the vertical size from top to bottom, is my vertical size. So how can we control such element using CSS? So let's get back to code. So let me close the dev tool here. And this one, let me have like larger here. Well, before we can apply height and width to any element, take note about this. Not all elements can be changed using the width and height property, with the exception of block level elements, meaning elements that take new line. Okay, it takes the available space as much as it can, and always on new line. And remember, from base of HTML, we talk about block level element. For example, this particular, H1 is a block level element. Span is not. So for this H1, we can control the width of this H1. So let's say that for this H1, I want the width to be around here. Like that. So how can we do it? So coming back to our CSS here, I can add width, and here I provide a value with a unit. And we'll talk about unit very soon. Talk about how pixels, percentages, m and rem. For the meantime, let's stick to pixels. So let's say it's supposed to be 20 pixels. If I save it, you see that now the width of this particular text is 20 pixels. To prove to you that it's 20 pixels, let's inspect it. Right click and click on inspect. Then when I click on this selector and click on the H1 here, if I click on that, and now you see that for my main CSS here, this one, my main, the name of my file is main, which is this one. The name of my file, main.css, that's why I have it here as main CSS. You see that I have a width of what? 20 pixels. So you see that I can control the width of this particular element. So let's say that it's too small for my likeness. The width I can give it, let's add some background color to be more clear here. Let's say the background color is, let's say, red, but let's change the color to white. The color on that to be white. You see that we have this here, because the text here in the background, because this is what you call it 20 pixels here, is too small. So we can increase it by, let's say, 20 pixels, and now this looks better. See that how we are controlling the element. So one point is that not all elements that can be affected by width and height property. So let me add a height property to this particular element. Say the height is the vertical size, right? Let's say it's equal to the, let's say 90 pixels. You see that it's too small. Let's say 900 pixels. And now it's bigger than before. Let's say, let me get it as 50 pixels. It's too small. Let me say the 120 pixels. Let's say 300 pixels. You see that I think 250 will be okay. 250 pixels. Yeah, or 200 pixels will be okay. Yeah. You see how you are controlling the width of the width and the height of this one. So, like I said, not all elements can have this property. For example, span. So here, let's add some span element here. Let's say span. And let's say a span here. If I save it, see, let me show you here. I have down here a span. So here I want to select the span SPN, and let's say the background color of it, let's make it as green. Now I have green here. Let me change the color on it. The color on it to, let's say, white or yellow. Now I want to increase the width of this particular span element. Is it possible? Okay, have a look. When I say width of, let's say, 200 pixels, you see, no change. Let's obey. If I add height to it, let's say 700, well, it doesn't obey. That's the behavior of inline element. Block level element takes width and height. That's the takeaway in this video. The next video, let's talk about padding properties.